The BYD Seal has been a runaway success for the brand here in Malaysia, and so today they are expanding that lineup with an all-new variant. Say hello to the BYD Seal Dynamic, which may have some specification changes, but more importantly, now comes in at 163,000 ringgit, making it the most affordable EV saloon currently on the market. My name is ABDULLAH, this is Malaysian Motoring, this is our coverage of the launch of the BYD Seal Dynamic. Now for the walk around, we've moved outside because there are slightly fewer people. But then again, there's really not much to cover with this because even though the Seal Dynamic is now the most affordable variant in the lineup, there really isn't much on the outside to differentiate them. So up front, you still get the full LED headlights replete with the daytime running lights that bleed into the bumper. We still get the full glass sunroof, which is always nice to have. The only telltale sign are actually the wheels, because on the Dynamic it now runs on 18-inch alloy wheels wrapped in GT Comfort 225 tyres. This is a notable downgrade from what we've seen from the Premium and the all-wheel drive, because those cars run on 19-inch alloy wheels wrapped in Continental Comfort Contact 6Q or Ultra Contact 6Q tyres, which are not only higher performance but are also notably quieter. And so we do look forward to sampling this car out on the road very shortly. As we move further down the side, we still have the same BYD design badge on the fender. We still have that gorgeous sloping roof line. We still get the flush door handles which pop in when the car is locked, and overall the Dynamic variant does not look that different from anything else at all. So in essence, you're getting all of those savings in exchange for some slightly smaller wheels. It's the same story at the rear, where again, by not having the 3.8S badge here, it makes it look exactly the same as the rear-wheel drive Premium. The same goes for the boot. Now, when we reviewed both the Seal all-wheel drive and rear-wheel drive, we remarked at just how practical the rear end is, and that remains the same for the entry-level Dynamic model, because this boot is not only massive, it's also very intelligent, because underneath this false boot floor, there is more than enough space to hide your charging cables. Additionally, if you need even more room, the rear seats also fold flat 6C40 to give you added practicality, which means you really aren't compromising much by going with the base model. Inside, it's also broadly the same story. We remarked about how well built the cabin of the Seal was previously, and it still remains the same in this lower end model. All the materials here feel nice and plush. You still get that lovely sort of microfiber material here and extends onto the front of the dash. We still get the same enormous 15-inch touchscreen, which still does its little dance going from landscape to portrait. We still get the same very large instrument cluster up ahead. We've only lost the heads-up display in here. What that also means is, unfortunately, a lot of the things that we didn't like about the Seal are also still here. The controls for the air conditioning remain in the screen. The controls for the air conditioning vents also remain in the screen. We do at least still get a self-dimming rear view mirror, which is always nice to see, but overall, life in here really isn't that bad. I can understand the appeal of having this base model because it widens and broadens the Seal's appeal to a much broader market for people who may be looking for a slightly easier, more affordable way to get into an entry-level electric saloon. And so I think this is a pretty good deal, no matter how you slice it. And the same extends into the rear quarters, because if you ask me, the space in here is still pretty much unrivaled for anything at this price point. I have a good amount of knee room and a pretty good amount of headroom, again, despite that standard glass sunroof. That also helps because there is no electric sunblind in this car, which I still don't quite like. I will point out the fact that the upholstery in here does not feel to be the same quality and grade as what you get in the more expensive models, but it certainly does not feel low rent. You get cup holders, you get cubby holes, you get air conditioning vents, USB-C ports, and like I said, you get masses of space. You just lose out a little bit of under-thigh support because the floor in this car is quite high. And so again, by opting for the Dynamic Seal, you save a little bit of cash, but you lose very little. You even get the same Dyne audio system in here as you get in the higher end variants, which means on a day-to-day basis, you really won't feel it. Now, in addition to the BYD Seal Dynamic, they've also introduced the upgraded Atto 3, which now offers the same battery and specifications from the extended range model previously, but now at only 146,000 ringgit. But going back to the Seal Dynamic, this is no doubt going to be a car that will drive a huge amount of sales for the brand, and with its 6-year warranty as well as 8-year warranty for the battery electric drive motor, as well as at attractive pricing, we've no doubt that this car will win a lot more fans in this country. Let us know what you think about the new BYD Seal Dynamic in the comment section below, and more importantly, if you'd like to know how this car drives, stay tuned for our preview drive video. But in any case, that concludes our launch coverage of the new BYD Seal Dynamic. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to the channel, hit the little bell icon so you're notified every time we make a new upload. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook, Twitter and Instagram. You can join our new WhatsApp channel. All the links are in the description below. Thank you so much for watching. We'll catch you in the next one. Take care and stay safe.